The real estate industry is changing, and if you are a trash buyer agent, this is going to impact you more than anyone else, and we're going to talk about it right now. Let's go.
You gotta make it last for the better, cause nothing lasts forever, you know.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Chris Martin, real estate agent, investor, coach, and we're going to talk about it. There's this huge lawsuit happening, and you may have heard of it, you may not, but basically NAR getting put into a major, massive lawsuit, and there's going to be a lot of changes in the real estate industry, basically where compensation is going to be at stake, where listing agents no longer need to offer out buyer compensation. So what does that mean? It means that if you're a buyer agent, you really need to start thinking about how you can diversify, especially in the real estate game. So if you're only working with buyers, if you've built your business only working with buyers out there, you should really start to reconsider how you're going to move forward in this business. Does it mean that you cannot work with buyer agents any longer? Of course not. You can continue to work with buyer agents. However, if you have all your eggs in that basket, never a smart thing to do. So I started off this video saying if you're a trash agent, you should be concerned, and you should be. But here's what I'm convinced of, because I talk to agents all the time, and I am convinced that trash agents don't even know that they're trash agents. So I'm gonna help you identify as such, and you can, not for me to talk down on you and be like, oh damn, I'm a trash agent. No, it's just to recognize. You have to be able to know and come to terms with where you need to grow and where you need to actually focus your efforts in, so you don't have to be a trash agent. You can actually be a quality agent that can survive what's happening to the industry. If you just keep operating with your head down and not acknowledging that you're a trash agent, you will be put out of business, and this is going to impact the industry more than ever before, and it's taking aim right at you if you're a trash agent. So a couple things to think about. Are you a trash agent? Well, let's talk about that. What makes a trash agent? Well, providing no value. That's what makes a trash agent. If you're not providing any type of value to your clients, and here's what's happening. The internet allows buyers or potential buyers to have access to properties now. They don't need you anymore, right? It used to be where real estate agents were the gatekeepers of properties. If someone wanted to know about a property, they had to go to a real estate agent because the real estate agent had all that information. That's not the case anymore. Buyers can go online and they can see all the properties that me and you can see as a real estate agent. So if you're one of those buyers that are just setting your client up with an automatic search and criteria search, how many bedrooms and baths do you want? And if you think that's providing value, you're wrong, because they could do that on their own. So that makes you a trash agent if that's the only thing that you're doing. Are you providing any other value? Because a lot of these buyers out there, they're seeing the properties they want, and they're going out to the open houses without you. So you're no longer a gatekeeper to the property. You're no longer a gatekeeper to the property information, and you're no longer a gatekeeper to the actual property. They don't even need you to open the door for them anymore. So are you an agent that automatically sends properties and opens doors? Because that's not providing value. Any automatic door can open itself. The internet has clearly showed that it can give information to those people. So you need to step your game up, right? So if that's you, if you're like, man, I do put all my clients in automated searches, I do send them to the open houses, and they just let me know when they found something. And then when they find something, I ask them what they want to put on their offer, and I submit that offer. So you're only really submitting an offer. You're not even giving them guidance on what number to put down. Maybe you are. Good. What other type of value are you providing? Are you providing value about the area that they're interested in? Are you providing value about an area that they haven't considered yet but can open up their search? These are the type of things that no one will be able to take away from you. Are you providing value with getting intel from the other side and actually negotiating on the behalf of your buyer and working to get your buyer's offer accepted? Are you doing that? Are you putting them in a better position than if they were not to work with you at all? If you're getting 100% of your business right now from buyers, especially those agents that are working buyer leads, I would be concerned if I was you. You cannot survive, and you will not survive in this business long term if you are only focusing on buyer leads. And if you are, it's going to be I know successful buyer agents, so let me just say this. I do know successful buyer agents. It's a hunt. It's a hunt for listing agents. And of course you want to have the listings because it controls the inventory. It makes you the employer. If you have the listing, you get to dictate how much you get paid. You're not subject to someone else and what they're offering you. It's important to have listings because you can control that. As a buyer agent, you can't. You're subject to what's being offered to you, and it's been like that for a while. And now you're going to be subject to probably not being offered anything at a certain point in time, unless you're able to negotiate that fee directly with your buyer or during the offer process. And during that offer process, the seller at any time can say, yes, we like the offer, but no, we don't want to pay you as a buyer agent. And what are you going to do at that point? So as a buyer agent, I would start to think about what else can I do in this business besides being a buyer agent? One of them, of course, being more on the listing side. How are you actively seeking listing opportunities and speaking with sellers? This is the number one most valuable, it's the most valuable thing in real estate that you can obtain is a seller appointment. If you can get a seller appointment, that's much more valuable than a buyer appointment. So how can you get these? You should be watching other videos on this channel. You should be watching other content on how to grow your listing business. You should also start thinking about investing in real estate because you don't want to be that agent, and I know plenty of them that have been in the business 10, 20, 30 years, and they're still on the commission hunt just as much as they were on day one. And I don't care how successful you are as an agent. You can be an agent that sells 5 properties. You can be an agent that sells 500 properties. As soon as that last property closes, technically you're out of business. You have to have your foot on the gas constantly, and that can be draining, right? If you're not constantly selling property, and to me, when I was a full-time agent, I didn't even care. Like once I closed a property, I didn't care about the finish line. I was more infatuated with the hunt, and that's how you have to be. You have to be more focused on the pipeline rather than the closings. The closings are done. That's old news. The only thing I liked about a closing was getting paid. That's it. It was actually kind of sad that that property closed because now I have to fill that spot with another property. So again, you have to be infatuated with the pipeline. You have to be infatuated with the hunt. You have to learn to love the hunt. However, you do not want to be an agent 20 years later and you're still in that hamster wheel. You're still out of business after you close that last property. And that's how it's going to be if you're 100% commissions based and you're successful. However, if you can supplement some of that income with investment properties, and we're in this business. There's so many agents that don't own investment properties. I don't get it. It's like if I worked at a clothing store, a sneaker store, you best believe I'm gonna have some of the best sneakers and best clothes because I work there. Why are we not doing and adopting that same philosophy when it comes to real estate? We should be all over opportunities when we come across them. So if I was you, I would be focusing on how to get seller appointments, how to talk to motivated sellers, sellers that are interested in selling, because with that, you can obtain listings and get in front of sellers that may be an opportunity for yourself as far as investing. So if you want some more information on that, feel free to browse this channel, look around and comment. Let me know what you think about the lawsuit. Let me know what your feelings and thoughts are. I'd love to see what you guys have to say in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Yo, if you got a plan, believe me, you gonna get there. You gonna get everything you ever wanted, baby. That's my word.